Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, I hear you now. What's good, man? How you
What's
doing?
up? What's up, Bizzy Bone? How you living, brother?
I'm living, man. I'm living, man. Just keeping it clean like everybody else. Hold on, shit. Let me.
Oh, definitely. How you holding up in all this right here in the coronavirus times?
Man, I'm holding up just fine, man. I'm keeping me together. I'm making sure I got my gloves on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I make sure that I'm outside right now, so I gotta put on my gloves.
Yeah, you got the gloves on. You know what I mean. Staying safe. You staying out in the house. You're not going out much at these times.
No, I'm not going out too much. I'm just getting exercise, staying at the house, isolating, just keeping the guns oiled.
Yes,
I keep
sir.
just keeping the musket oiled. But yeah, I've been following the rules though for sure.
That's awesome. I've been doing the same myself, most definitely. Have you been taking the time to create more or work on, you know what I mean, a plan in these times? I think it's time for all the creators to build something out of this. You know what I mean? While
Well,
we can't do anything.
I stepped off the road a while ago, so I've been running and conducting my business from my own office anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, the creating process still going. We already finished with the next record, so we're trying to release new music. We got some really, really strong stuff. We just want to do it at the right time in the right way, you know.
Most definitely, most definitely. I was definitely a fan of the carbon monoxide. I know you've seen some of the reactions on that, and
No,
I
man,
just
that was big. That was big. I appreciate that. That was real big.
yes,
Real
sir.
big.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. And from that, I know you got a lot of motivation from I know you got a lot of motivation and inspiration from the beat that was going on, but the whole album itself wasn't all about that.
No, definitely. It was a part of some lingering stuff that was going on, and yeah, it turned into a real record. It's like a real
Yeah,
record. We wanted to really focus on the fan base more than anything else. We wanted to make sure that the people that love Bone Thugs-N-Harmony, the people that love Bone music, we cater to them, and then everyone else, if they enjoy it, they enjoy it. So we wanted to make sure it just wasn't all about that new shit. And
exactly.
then, we wanted to make sure that they knew, all the Bone fans know, guys been like y'all been loving us since what I mean, like way back. So
Yeah.
want to always. So that was kind of like how we made sure that it was packed with good stuff. You know what I mean, and not just beefing and shit like that or settling or whatever it may
Yeah,
be.
most definitely, most definitely. And I definitely enjoyed that. Some records, of course, you know, I mean, you kept that sentiment going in the records, of course, you know. And
I think it's always been the talk. Like it's all of the chatter that I hear
mm-hmm.
culminating in verses and in words and shit. It's like you always gonna get motherfuckers that say they don't like this kind of music or they don't like that kind of music. It just exists, So all of that affects my writing. You know what I mean? Because I know who listens to me and I listen to them. I
Yes,
listen to
sir.
what they think. So yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
definitely.
Yes, sir. I've definitely loved how you've been in tune with a lot of the newer stuff going on. I see you and your wife have a vlogging channel. You just did that Godzilla challenge. That was amazing. You know what I mean? Staying
Yeah,
in tune and
yeah.
it's definitely something I look up to. 'Cause a lot of people they at your time in rap and being able to stay in rap this long and stay productive in it is definitely something to commend you on because
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I appreciate that shit, man. It's like it's difficult to adjust when you are artist, and it just really like I always been an open motherfucker about my life, my childhood,
mm-hmm.
all of these different things. I've always been real open about it. So, I think the transition was good for me. But a lot of these artists, some of them are introverts. And they don't know how to share themselves with the people. You know what I'm saying?
Most
Because they
definitely.
keep a lot of shit to themselves and all that other stuff. So it's just being able to it catering to my personality anyway.
Yes, sir.
So it was like right up my alley, and so yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you, I appreciate
Most
that.
definitely. How did your connection with your fans change when you opened up about your childhood?
Uh, I got a lot more people that was coming to me, um, telling me their story.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got a lot more people that um have like real like trauma in their lives, and they tell me the better that I do, and for sharing the story, it just let them know people exist in the world that have been through some horrific bullshit.
Exactly.
You know, so it changed it like that. It brought people like closer to me. People started just kind of like gravitating towards me in a way, tell me their story.
Yeah.
A lot of tears, a lot of pictures of dead relatives. So that came with the territory once I started opening up.
Yeah, once you start opening up, it changed the game on your fans' connection with you. You know,
Yeah.
It's definitely a different thing. A lot of artists, you know, keep their lives secluded because of how a lot of the world reacts to celebrities. You know.
Yeah, I definitely I hear that. You know, I think now is such a major time. You know, just being a person in the public eye is just it's a really important time. We ain't seen nothing like this in a long time. So definitely people in places of power and good positions can always brighten people's lives up, you know. So definitely.
Most definitely, that's the truth. Yeah. For your new work, what inspired you on this new project?
It was just blazing me on a roll. Mm-hmm. Like we've been on a roll lately, just with music and how we creating and how we're bringing projects to the table and really make a mark and put a seal of goodness on the Bone Thugz-N-Harmony legacy as a whole. Mm. Because what each member does individually, it only builds the brand. It makes the brand bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's why I say I'm taking off, you know, for till 2024. Yes, I wasn't just speaking out of my, you know, I wasn't just speaking out the back side of my neck. Mm-hmm. Like I really have a plan and something I'm really trying to create, you know, as far as the Bone brand goes and just everything that's going on, just my train of thought. So they understand what Bizzy says. He doesn't want to just do shows. He wants to create too.
Exactly.
So it's opening up with the fans and having a honest to goodness dialogue. You know what I'm saying, with your homeboys, so they understand where you're coming from. It's a way you can do anything you want and always remember home. So anything that we do, or I do, or any of the members do individually, is to build that bigger brand. So that's what brought me into this state of mind of just constantly creating, and it's just the continuously making good music. And I believe the theme that we put it around and the name that we put on it will exemplify the finished product. So that's sort of like our system that we have now. Like I went in there and did Godzilla catches the coronavirus, like
yes, sir.
Like I did that shit like probably a day before, 2 days at the most, and it was out. It was out in the next 2 days. So exactly. That was, so we create spontaneously, and that's just kind of like the process is kind of quirky because it keeps changing. You know, as we change, then the process changes. So
yeah, most definitely. You're staying in tune. You're staying updated with a lot of what people are doing to market themselves. You know what I mean, in this time. And you're talking about 2024. Do you guys have plans of dropping more music together?
Hold on. Can you see? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, so do y'all plan to drop more music together as a group?
I mean, I would love that. Like that would be something that I would like. We tried to drop one that was a Survivor with one of the Marley sons.
Oh wow!
And yeah, we dropped that motherfucker right before Carbon Monoxide came out. So I think that's always the goal. I think that's always the aim. And like you know, my first plan was to have Blaze produce for all of Bone.
Exactly. I love Blaze too. Blaze is awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely. But everybody's schedules and just didn't permit. You know what I mean? Everybody's so booked up and you know what I mean, got so much shit going on, whether it's Cray and his podcast and this and that, and that's what people don't understand.
Exactly.
If you don't like see my niggas at my wedding, or you don't see them, or us making a record, or us doing shows, it's most definitely because of our schedules being so big.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Everybody's got shit going on, like, outside of just music. Bone ain't just doing shows.
Mm-hmm.
Bone is running companies. Bone has got employees. Bone has families and each member.
Yes, sir.
So that's what people don't get. They, Bone is like we got a lot of stuff going on.
Yes, sir. What kind of businesses have you started to get into and invest into?
Well, it's definitely I definitely deal with all that digital stuff and stocks and things of that nature and shit. So I pretty much play the game accordingly. You know what I'm saying? The best that I can. My wife and myself. So I'm just steady coasting and creating new stuff and making sure it's quality. So motherfucker give me a listen.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, be still on that war shit.
Yes, sir, most definitely. And I'm hearing stuff about a movie coming soon too. Maybe some movies and some plays coming.
I mean, it's like with this coronavirus thing, nobody want to be next to each other.
Exactly.
But the script is done.
Oh wow.
We on our way to do a 10-minute pilot. That's our next step.
Oh wow.
So yeah, we're moving in that direction. It's just what's happening now. Mm-hmm. It's slowed everything down. I had the biggest tour of my career coming up this year. 90 straight dates, 90 straight cities. We still planning on touring at the end of for all this stuff clear up soon.
Exactly.
But 90 motherfucking dates.
Yeah, I was looking forward to y'all were coming to Indianapolis in June. I was gonna be there.
No, those are the warm up dates. We just gonna go from August, September, October, November, 4 months.
Oh wow.
And stretch them out and get enough rest here. Blase skip and really knock them dates out. Like that. That's what we're continuously doing. Like over and over and over, year after year after year, to this 2024 date comes in, and then we link back up with the fellas and just go hamburger.
So 2024 is you guys looking to do something big there? You know what I mean? We're dropping movies, dropping a project. What's big in 2024 for Bone Thugz-N-Harmony or Bizzy Bone?
I think Bone Thugz-N-Harmony wise in 2024, it's a record and a real tour with the lights, with the tigers, with the elevators out of the floor, yes, like sir. Real big, like just real big. All the original members. You feel what I'm saying? Add a couple of Mo Thugs in there, add some Felicia in there, add some Ghetto Cowboy in there, just trinkets here and there, and just make it real nice and real big. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And like a play on stage. So that's what we've been planning on, and that's what is materializing as we speak. So I'm looking forward to that in 2024. But in the mean and in between, we're going to be putting together these records. I got the 7-Sign documentary coming out. Rest in peace, Capo. Rest in peace, yes, rest in peace, Nina Ross. Rest in peace, Rasu. Rest in peace, Lowdown. Like all of these great stories about, when I was running my record label in Columbus, what happened to all of them. I had to do something for the people that was been following me on this journey.
Most definitely. Just
to let them know this is what the fuck happened, with this guy. Or you might have heard my little brother. This is the official story, and do it right. Mm-hmm. So we got that in the meaning in between, of course, in my life story as well. So that's what we got written. And moving, and I have another record that we're working on with each one of those projects. So when you see that documentary, you'll have a project to it. And when I'm coming back with Majesty, because he's on Mr. Majesty, if people remember Mr. Majesty,
yes, sir.
off of Heaven's movie. So him and me, we've been working close together, real tough, to create this project, film wise, like documentary wise, and as far as record wise. So that and all of those things keeping us up to speed. But right now we're trying to get in front of this coronavirus right now, honestly. Like we really trying to get in front of this shit.
Yes, sir.
Step cold in front of it. You feel me? Get a handle on it. I think they need to be washing streets in New York and do everything that they did in the last countries that got them together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
what's your thoughts on all this coronavirus stuff?
I mean, it's 2020, man, and it was gonna take something to shake the world up. Mm-hmm. And you add social media with it, it's just, you know what I mean? It's here. Exactly. And I believe we're trying to get in front of this shit the best that we can. Don't nobody know what we fucking with.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like we trying to get in front of it. So I'm social distancing like everybody else and doing whatever the fuck I can do to try to help get in front of this shit. Yes, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. We gotta stay safe. We gotta stay safe and protect our families. You know what I mean? Make sure they're safe too by social distancing.
No, fully agree with that. Fully agree.
Yes, sir. And I just remember that 2024, that would be 30 years as an anniversary as a group for following your debut album.
Yeah, yes, definitely. Sir. You know what I'm saying? It's just a really, really good number, 2024. Yes, you know what I mean? I think it's real good for us. It gives us something to aim for, and you know, it gives the people that love Bone Thugz-N-Harmony a journey. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Another journey, because they've always been about walking that walk with us. They've always been about the journey and doing what we say. If this is what I'm telling you I'm going to do, you can expect this to continue to happen. I'm already working on the third record. I'm done with the second record. Like I'm working on the third one right now.
Yes, sir.
We just been pounding the pavement. So, yes, sir. And it's just coming out. Yep, it's just coming out. You know what I mean? Between Blaze and myself, it's just culminating into something really, really, really big, really good, really good. I'm happy with it. You know?
Yes, sir.
So far, so good. So good.
And you said you're going back.
Out no bullshit.
He said you're probably never no bullshit. He said you're going to go back to Ohio and possibly do some more out there. What brought you to LA in the first place?
Because we was deciding, should we try to take our talents to New York or should we try to take our talents to LA? We have more connections in LA than we did in New York. So one of our homeboys who worked at the office with our very, very first underground record, Faces of Death, he got a CD. He got our old CD over to a secretary at Ruthless Records, and then from that took off. But yeah, so that was the decision. We have more of a chance in LA and more of a connection in LA than we did. We didn't know nobody in New York.
Exactly.
We knew a couple of people in LA that was, you know, either friends of flesh or whoever. So that was where the decision came from. That's when it happened and why it happened.
Yes, sir. And since then, you moved to LA and you haven't moved back to Ohio since?
No, I moved. I was back and forth to LA, Ohio. I had a place in LA and a place in Ohio. So that was going on for a long, long time. And then when I got off of probation, I moved down to Los Angeles because I was on probation for about 4 years and shit. They was pissing me and all kind of crazy mess. Wow. So after that, so it was back and forth. Then I moved back to Ohio for a little while. So I used to be just back and forth between Ohio and LA because like in Columbus or Cleveland, it ain't really no music money. Mm-hmm. Like it's nothing. Oh, wow. You can't just sit down and just stay there and like be a part of the flow. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because Cleveland is so buried behind crime, and you know now that when LeBron came back, he brought Cleveland pride. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we somebody, Blase Skip. But so yeah, just back and forth.
Yes, sir. I was talking with my friends because I'm in Indianapolis, in Indiana, and a lot of times in Indiana and Ohio is overlooked for music. Why do you think that is? Since you guys blew up in Ohio, outside of Ohio, why do you think it's been so difficult for people to blow up in the Midwest to be, you know what I mean?
I just think the epicenters of these big major record labels that used to run the show didn't put forth anything there. You know what I'm saying? Like it was only in LA, something in Texas, maybe, but LA, New York, period. Yeah. That's where the main offices was. So I think that's why we've been overlooked. But now what we have now, we got Kid Cudi, we got MGK, we got this one, we got that one, you know, as far as Cleveland goes, and people guys that have made it outside of Cleveland.
Yes, sir.
So it's changing. And plus Indiana, you got Epps, you got this one, you got that one between sports and everything else. So I definitely hear you. It do get overlooked, but I think that's changing.
Yes, sir.
It's changing. I think so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What do you what do you listen to in new music? Or do you keep it a little old school in the rap?
Like I play video games, so when I listen to new school rap, that's how I hear it. I hear it through the video games over and over and over and over again. Like, you know, because they only got a certain set.
Exactly.
that they, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I get all my new shit from. You know, and I just be checking them motherfuckers out. Some shit sound dope. Some things ain't, you know, something that I might, you know, be dancing to, but I let it run. I ain't tossing those tapes out the window. I ain't tripping.
Will there be any new artists that you would want to make music with from this generation?
I don't know. I did some stuff with Ferg.
Oh, okay. Wow. I need to go ahead and do something. Check that out too. And which Marley brother did y'all work with?
I forgot. I have to look at the thing. I don't think it was Stephen. We worked with Stephen Marley during the New Waves project. You feel me? Like, and that's one thing. Just as a side thing, I gotta let you know, man. That New Waves project needs a review. That motherfucker was nasty.
From back in the day?
Like, man, that New Wave shit with Crazy and myself mostly. Man, look, man, that record was so motherfucking worthy of more than what it received, man.
Oh, wow.
It was like, I just felt like we was working with a label that was just not hip to the new shit. You know what I'm saying? Just didn't know what to do. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
We did 5 videos, which was dope. But just didn't know what to do. You know, they was just like, no, you should go on the road and do with the group. And I'm like, nah, that ain't how we need to do it. We need to do it where we bring them this project brand new, fresh, so they get into this project.
Exactly.
Because anything can get stomped and crushed by Crossroads. It could get stomped and crushed by Thuggish Ruckish Bone. It can get killed. And you won't even see that shit creeping. Like, this is new shit.
Exactly.
You feel me? You won't even see it because it'll get crushed by those classics. So, you know, I've been in this business for a long time, so I know certain ways we can go and certain ways we should go in order to get to the bag or whatnot.
Yes, sir.
So, but that record right there, man, just on some side shit, just flying off at the mind. That record that's a badass record. Anybody that hear this interview, take a moment, go to New Waves, the Crazy and Busy under the Bone Thugs.
New Waves.
Just look up Bone Thugs, New Wave. Listen to that shit. Listen, that shit was something.
I got you for sure. I got you on that one.
For sure, that motherfucker was bad. That girl that won that Grammy and shit, she on a real good one. And I was off on some other shit too during that whole record. Like my lyrics was crazy, just on some far out, way out Andre 3000. That shit was gone. They were gone with harmony for real. You know how I do the harmony on that shit, you know? For sure, man. That motherfucker there, man.
I don't think I've ever heard this. Who are some of your biggest influences in music that influenced you to even start music? So as a child, what influenced you to start music?
Everything, man, like Michael Jackson, New Edition, LL Cool J, Dougie Fresh, Rakim, DOC, Tretch, just music in general. Slow jams, all the old school shit.
Yeah.
The OJs, the Isleys, all that. all that Cleveland shit. You know what I'm saying? Freddie Jackson and Luther Vandross.
Yes,
and
sir.
all of that, man, was what grew on to me. You know what I'm saying? And helped me find my signature voice.
And I've noticed, well, how did you guys all create your names? Where do you guys all get your names from?
Well, our names were kind of different at first, and then we kind of grew into them. At first, I believe I was Wishbone. I was Wishbone at first.
Okay.
And they kept saying, like, we was on the bus and shit, and they was like, man, we got to get a new name for you, man. That shit just don't sound right. Wishbone just don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, well, you always busy. Like, you know, your mind works really fast. You talk real fast. You think fast. You always doing something. So you should be busy, bro. And I'm like, that's dope. Plus, it's with a beat. We're young as a motherfucker. Like, young. Like, young. Like, 14.
Oh, wow.
14.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like 14, 15 years old. Like, real young. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how I came to be.
And everybody has Bone in their name, too. Of course.
Yeah, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? A family, man. Like, Lay say it all the time. It's like, that means family. You know, Lay pushes that family shit.
Exactly. It's like having the same. It's like having the same last name.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most definitely. And then how would you say was your experience in labels? Cause I know a lot of people want to go independent because there's a lot more routes nowadays. But how would you say your experience was in labels and throughout the ones that you switched to?
I mean, well, labels are good when you're ready for them. Like, a lot of artists aren't ready for a label. Like, I had this chip, this large chip on my shoulder at Ruthless Records because of what I felt Bone Thugz-N-Harmony should be receiving.
Yeah.
But when I learned the art of negotiation, when I learned how to get the things that you want and how to do it with, you know, with as mature as you possibly can. You know, things just change for me in general, just the way that I deal with people. You know what I'm saying? In any given aspect. So whether it's a company, whether it's an independent, whether you're doing it by yourself, you know, I've had success with all three of those.
That's awesome. But
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But if for the younger artists out there, when you're ready for a label, it's time when you get to the label. What time do you think a young artist is ready for a label in the time of your career?
I think they're ready when they get so big that they want to get every last nook and cranny, like, and you make it a corporation. It's all about what you can handle and what you can't handle. If you're smart enough to be a CEO and you can hold it down, then that's exactly what you should do. But if you know you're going to fail, then you need to bring in some help. And then, like, because, like, your name, your image, your likeness, this can be everything that is your brand. And if you know how to take each piece and put it in the right place, it'll open up the door so you can live your life doing this, what we do in entertainment. So I just think it's just a clear understanding of the concept of what they're trying to get across.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you said before that you had some artists. Were you interested in maybe making your own label again and signing some more artists at this time in your career?
I much rather give advice, and because it's so easy to sign into something and open up business.
Yeah,
it's so easy to do that. So I give more advice. I don't, because me doing it all myself means I have to focus on just this person more so than I would focus on myself.
Exactly.
You understand? Or my brand, Bone Thugz-N-Harmony, would have to come second to whoever I'm dealing with. So I just give it to my kids. You know, I give all the advice to my kids. It's enough of them doing it. and anybody else that has like more inquiries and things of that nature. So,
okay,
some people just be really wanting to get a job and a gig so they can get money.
exactly.
You know what I mean? To make money. But I'm rare to where it's if I can't focus 100% on it, then ain't no sense in me dibbling and dabbling with you like that. Blaze got his stuff in order. Mr. Majesty, all my guys are bosses, the guys that I put on or whatever it may be. Like they already independent, already got their own. They don't fuck with labels. They all independent. They don't like labels. They got their own money. So it's just a different a different vibe for me right now. Like the people that I fuck with, you know what I mean? It's
yes, sir. What are you dropping what are you dropping your music under right now? Is it a label or that you're under, or is it yourself?
Yeah, just myself.
Okay.
Just doing it all myself and stuff, and signed up to all the proper things that you need to sign up for every time your song gets played. All of these other different things that have been looked over so much in the past, and so that's all a part of it. So yeah.
Yes, sir. And in these days, yeah, I see a lot of. There's not that many rappers, even young rappers, that have a vlog channel. Was it your idea to get the vlog channel, or your wife, and to do the ideas for the videos? How'd that start?
Yeah, we just started off as conversations with wifey and myself, and it just escalated into us buying a camera and being public people already.
Yeah.
And then it just elevated into what it is now. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really good. You know what I mean? To work with somebody that you love.
Yes, sir.
Somebody that, it makes shit a lot easier. You're going to argue a little bit. You're going to go through this. You're going to go through that. That's just learning each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
it's like marriage is like you in a kung fu fight. You gotta learn this motherfucker's moves. As soon as they come with some shit, block, move, down, block, don't hit, move, block, block. Don't punch.
Exactly.
Just move. Matrix that shit.
Me.
That's what, normally a relationship is. It's just learning to me. It's just learning learning the person that you love's characteristics, their moves, the things that push their buttons, and the things that don't. And once you can navigate through that, you treat the motherfucker good. You treat loving the motherfucker. So,
yes, sir. And congratulations on the marriage as well. Yes,
oh, yeah, man. So that just turned into a vlogging channel. You know what I mean? It's really, really good, man. Really good for business.
That's awesome. I like how you dropping the music on there, too, intertwine everything, That's how I started.
Yeah, that's it. We got the most views mostly for the music videos and shit like that. So, I mean, I've been really, really just reinvesting in the legacy of Bone Thugz-N-Harmony. Yes, and each individual member brings such of a dynamic to it, So that's what I'm really, really focused on right now, is taking the brand from here to here, especially after this shit that's going on. So
exactly, most definitely. And I'm definitely excited for the tour too, and I will definitely catch one of the dates, whatever the tour is. It's set together.
We'll all be wearing carbon monoxide gas masks, man. It was sort of predicted, man. It was sort of predicted. I'm like, yeah. I said, that's kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's kind of crazy. So
yeah, it was predicted. It was meant to happen.
I hate the fact that it's going on, though.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I hate the fact that people have to be so goddamn scared and nervous about normal contact and things of that nature. So I do not appreciate that. Like, I can't eat. You know what I mean? It's kind of peculiar about the carbon monoxide thing, but I can't eat.
Exactly.
Just because of the suffering that is causing this shit. It's like, there's a particular food out there like that. Yeah. You feel me? And I've always tried to avoid that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just can't eat off this shit, man, because it's fucking devastating, bro.
Exactly, most definitely. And it's holding a lot of people back from connecting with people. And if you're in the business of connecting with people, how can you connect with them? You know what I mean? Unless it's through something like this. And it's a great reason and great opportunity for us to do this because in the time, how else could we do an interview? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It would have to be send some pictures in and try to get a good recording on the phone, try to get a good recording on the phone back like without this, but this thing here, this like Zoom is major. I'm about to link up with Zoom and just like start doing performances and things of that nature, depending on how long this shit lasts. You know what I mean?
I was trying to do that on the channel as well with Up in Smoke. I wanted to promote, you know what I mean, some live performances. I wanted to do more interviews because at first I wanted to build the channel with the reactions. Then once I realized I want to connect more and be able to get deeper into these artists than just their music. And
yeah, that's dope. That's dope. That's the way that it's supposed to be. It manifests and it grows and it builds into something that, you know, everybody can get attached to and everybody can enjoy. So I totally hear that shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And not only that, it's great to be able to connect, and I appreciate the opportunity to interview because you are a legend in the rap game. You're a legend.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
I appreciate the the dialogue. I appreciate the reviews that you did, and yes, it's just love. You know what I mean? It's just love all the way around the board. So on behalf of myself, Bone Thugz-N-Harmony, the brand, my family, shit, we appreciate you out there. It ain't many of you. You know what I mean? Not who do what you do. You can see where you climbing and where you going with it. So
yes, sir.
Definitely. Back and forth.
I appreciate that very much. You know, I definitely look forward to connecting with y'all on the tour as well because I believe we'll be able to connect there because I'm gonna make sure I catch one of those dates.
You gotta know it. What you say? Get litty.
Yes, sir. We always gotta get litty. Yes, sir. And Up in Smoke too. I'm gonna have to send you some Up in Smoke gear for the channel as well.
I'm here. I'm definitely, man. I'm definitely with that for sure.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it again. And another Up in Smoke interview. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I appreciate Bizzy Bone for being a part of this. And everyone stay safe out there and protect your families and still create. If you're a creator out there, you can still create. Look what we did right here. We made an interview, you know what I mean, from across the nation.
Exactly. Thing. Definitely nothing but good times, man. God bless you, man. All right, be good.
Appreciate you, Bizzy. And shout out to Zoom too.
You as well.
Yes, sir.